Okay, this is part two to the other video that we looked at where the lady was found caught cheating with her boss and she had her daughters in on the thing. So this is part two after the dude figures it out, takes pictures, and just kind of is trying to think his way through how he's going to proceed with separation.
After speaking all day with lawyers, I looked through the messages and both my daughters were apologizing. My youngest daughter, the daddy's girl of the two, was manic. She had texted me about 50 times saying she never should have lied and hated it every time. Her boyfriend even reached out asking me to please reach out to her, and he didn't know what was going on, but she was on the verge of a panic attack. Joyce, I love you, but please understand that what you have done has hurt me very deeply. I need you to give me space. I sent it and within seconds got, okay, I'm so sorry. I never should have helped. I will never forgive myself. I love you too. I didn't respond. Beatrice was different.
Guys, as we're continuing this dilemma, let me just give the disclaimer warning. As you're hearing Beatrice, it is not me.
Okay.
Let's go.
I know that one. Beatrice was different. We have always had a good relationship, but she was a mama's girl through and through. She said she was sorry, but I shouldn't throw away a good marriage because of one little mistake. This made me furious. Beatrice, this wasn't a mistake. This is a betrayal from a whole family. Please don't reach out again until I make first contact. She never responded, but I know she showed it to my soon-to-be ex because she started saying that I shouldn't take it out on Beatrice. I never responded. I will never talk to her again except through lawyers. This all happened 5 days ago. I'm still at my brother's and can't contain my feelings. I cry every morning for almost every day. I oscillate between complete debilitating sadness and all-consuming anger. Losing my wife will be hard enough, but how do I ever look at my children again? How do I ever begin to forgive them? Beatrice is supposed to...
What have I done again?
Beatrice is supposed to get married in 5 months' time.
Claim it for you.
I have been paying for almost everything now, and I'm probably not going to attend the wedding. I don't know how to move forward. I am completely destroyed.
Hey.
After speaking all day with...
This is where it gets messy. Because as a human, that's why I said in last video, you got your kids involved. And what do? I love my kids. I want the best for my kids. And I always assume that my kids will love me back the same way I love them eventually. And even if they don't, I can't let go of love for my kids. These are my babies. I've seen, the thing about having kids is you watch them grow up. You watch every single step. You watch their mind. I remember I was talking to my mama the other day, and she said to me, she had texted me, she was concerned about me on some stuff, whatever, praying for me. And she said, you know, I understand what you're doing. I understand in some decisions I was making. She was like, I understand what you're doing. I understand where you're going, because I remember me and your dad when you were younger, we would tell you something and we would look in your eyes and we would watch the wheels turn and we would watch your thinking. And I remember, and that made me think, because I was like, every time I got a spanking from my dad, he did it knowing how my mind worked. He did it as he watched my eyes process, so he could tell if I was getting it or not. And it's crazy because I can look at my niece and my nephews. I watched y'all growing up. When you do things, I know what you're doing. And so when I look at my daughters, because I know you so well, and I expect my spouse to betray me. But my daughters, look, that's the way kids are sometimes, man. I remember a story. I do some true crime stuff, and I remember a story to where a young lady was out in the street, and she was providing services to men at a high price. She was doing it at a high price, and so she was more, I say, corporate with it. And so the daughter was out doing corporate stuff in the streets. And the mom was, eventually the daughter got caught up in some stuff and she lost her life over it. And the mom was kind of, always trying to hold up the banner to say, my daughter, whoever did this to my daughter needs to be found. And it was crazy. She did a documentary. She spoke for a documentary. The mom spoke for a documentary. And I think several months later, she ended up losing her life to her youngest daughter. And you often wonder, because when you think about Cain and Abel, and you think about in the Bible, you think about, I think it was Absalom and David, siblings and kids and parents. What does it take for a kid to turn on you and justify turning on you? Because it's one thing for me to, it's gonna hurt if my spouse does it to me, but I can accept the break because my spouse doesn't come from me, right? Spiritually, we become intertwined, but physically, we're not necessarily intertwined. But when you're my blood and you come from me, that's a different story. And I don't know how to feel about that, but I know you betrayed me. I don't like that. So what do? Do I now just start hating my kid? What do I do? And so he's in this predicament because you can't disaggregate or disentangle the fact that not only did my kid cross me, and I know what I do to people who cross me, but my kid crossed me to help my wife. Two people I care about cross me. Man, that'll be the thing that sends some people to jail. That is it. The way that you cross me sometimes it's not just the fact that you cross me, but the way that you cross me. That's going to cause me to crash out. I just need to sit in this room for a second because I feel my anger and the tension rising, and I might find myself in prison. And for the fact that this is what you do to me, my emotions are already high. But then you turn around and tell me, after what you did to me, that you gonna have a panic attack. Oh my. You gonna have a panic attack? You gonna have a panic attack off of what you did to me? You think that you justify having a panic attack? Nobody stopped and thought about how I feel. And all of a sudden, as you were doing this, I never want to go through it. Then don't go through with it. You didn't have to do that. But you did it, and you only concerned and have it when your mama asked you to do this to me, you weren't having a panic attack. When your mama said, keep it a secret, you didn't huff and puff. You didn't have a panic attack at all. I can understand if you didn't tell me, because obviously I'm not trying to betray my mom. I don't know what to do, but you didn't have a panic attack. But all of a sudden, we done shifted the victimhood from me to you by the fact that I gotta care. Oh my God, my daughter's all of a sudden having a panic attack. And I gotta worry about what you going through. I don't know if I can do that. Because maybe I can. I let you ride, okay? I'll let you ride. And even if I do work to a place with you where I let you ride, it's the other one. It's the other one that betrayed me in the way that she did. To try to... It's how you taught the kids. Because you taught the kids this way well before we even got here. It's been a long time coming. It's been a mountain of disrespect coming toward me, and how you treat me as the father, as the other parent into this relationship. Because for my kid to allow you to do what you did to me, and you to turn around, and for my kid to turn around and look at me and say, oh, you could take it. It's just a little something, ain't nothing. For what? What? You ain't even asked me if I want to take you back yet. You ain't even, we haven't even cleared the air on whether or not I'm weighing if it's a big deal or not. And you telling me, oh, it ain't nothing. You could take her back. That's fine. Oh, so I'm just about to, I just should just, Not even worry about it. Just accept it. Just take what you did, take it on the chin and not say nothing about it. Yeah. So you can learn that just by going out and doing what you want to do, screw it up first and ask for forgiveness later. I don't play that game. You might, but that just tells me what type of person that you've been hanging around. Oh, it ain't nothing small, and then want to get my wife on the line. My guy, you ain't got no business texting my phone after what you did. Somebody about to get body slammed. Someone is about to get body slammed talking to me. Because ain't no way you feel like you can use my daughters against me. One telling me she having a panic attack. The other one telling me that my feelings are invalid. And then you, as the betrayer, as a perpetrator, coming back to me talk about some, oh, don't treat our daughters like that. Girl, stay out my face. Because, look, I know you hurt and I know you in pain. Because life gets so, like your life is so entangled and entrenched. And I crying every day as a man, I really don't want to be crying. What I'm doing sitting here crying like this. But sometimes you can't stop it. You just got to let it flow. Sometimes you sitting in the bed, you get all choked up. You know what I'm saying? I need to get up and go to work. I need to set this up. But sometimes, I'm scrolling and boom, hits me. And the pain of, how could somebody do me that way? Lord, why that happen? Why? I saw a funny thing, man, to where this dude was talking about how God, is supposed to be teaching this kid a lesson by continuing to send him toxic dates or toxic partners and whatnot. But you ask, Lord, what have I done? What am I missing? What am I not doing right that I keep on going in this cycle or this loop to keep on getting people like this? And you just got to let it burn. You got to take it on the chin. Sitting there crying, sitting there mad, like little stuff. I'm traumatized. You know what I'm saying? I got a little PTSD. Traumatized. I'm traumatic because of what you've done to me. And I say to myself, I don't know if I'll ever be able to, even if I get in a relationship with the next person, I don't know how I'll be able to of course, overall, I'll be able to get in a relationship with them and say, okay, everything is cool. But on the surface, but when we start kind of walking into the deeper parts of my life, then that's when I start to get a little bit hesitant about letting you closer, because it's not just that you're doing certain things to remind me of the potential that you might do what my ex did. For example, if a trigger word for me was, oh, babe, it ain't nothing, I'm just trying to have a little fun. That might be a trigger phrase for me, because last time I let somebody just have fun at my expense, it turned into a lie. Last time I heard somebody say, oh, we just going out to have fun, it turned into the fact that I was essentially giving her into the arms of another person. So what I want you to do for me, now I'm on pins and needles. Now I'm on edge. And you're going to have to tell me your intentions. I'm going to have to watch you. I'm going to have to see you. Oh, just don't date at that point. No, I want to date. It's just that I want to make sure that the person that I'm talking to understands clearly what you did to me. And the last point I'll make, like I said, life is messy because now I got a wedding to pay for. Now, I'll be the bad guy if I don't pay for the wedding. After what you did to me, I'm the bad guy for not paying for the wedding and walking you down the aisle so you can have your happily ever after right after you told me, forget your feelings. It ain't nothing big. You need to eat it and go back to my mama. Pause. Just take it on the chin and go back to my mama. Oh, and by the way, continue to pay for, girl. y'all really testing my limits. Y'all really pushing my limits. But anyways, that got me boiling hot. Let me know what you think in the comments. Take it easy.